funny. Just think that they could anything. But when I start talking to niggas, you wanna play those games with me? We're gonna play them games too. Since you threat me, talking about you wanna take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on. Why can't you move on? It's no fun when mama got the gun, right? It's no fun when I'm slanging pussy. Now we're going to court war, right?
The bomb that finally detonated this marriage was dropped not by a stranger, but from within Cardi's own inner circle. From her own blood, the claim that Cardi's sister, Hennessy, allegedly confessed to being involved in a threesome with Offset. Just pause, think about the gravity of that for a second. This isn't just another tabloid cheating scandal. This is a betrayal that operates onto devastating levels at once. It attacks your marriage and your family in a single, shocking blow, sources say. Is the real reason for the deafening silence that has fallen between Cardi and Hennessy? This explains the specific, gut-wrenching fury in Cardi's voice when she dragged him online, a pain that felt deeper than past hurts. Cardi had weathered cheating storms before and stayed. She defended him publicly after he admitted to infidelity. She married him after he'd already been unfaithful. So why would this be the one thing she couldn't come back from? Because cheating with a stranger is one kind of hurt. But allegations involving your own sister? That's a completely different category of betrayal. It crosses a line that most people can't even conceptualize, let alone forgive. It poisons your safe spaces, your trust in everyone around you. Let's rewind. We all remember the timeline. Offset's history of alleged infidelity is a long, public record. Yet, Cardi's own words proved her commitment to making it work. She famously said cheating alone wouldn't make her leave a relationship. She questioned the point of starting over with someone new, just to potentially face the same issues. She openly stated that every relationship is handled differently. This was a woman who was determined to fight for her family. Despite the world telling her to walk away. So when she finally erupted on that live stream, it was obvious. Anyone watching could feel it. This wasn't the same anger from the last scandal. This was something new, something more profound. Sources now allege that something was the discovery of this alleged incident with Hennessy. The pieces of the timeline fit together with a chilling click.
If you will talk to and I'm will play in your face over and over again until be like, watch what I'm about to do. Watch what I'm about to say. And it's sad that a nigga really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. And I've really been sparing you. You've been feeling yourself, nigga, because of your album and you really been doing me dirty after some years that I'm helped you. Not even a thank you that I got for your. And it's so crazy that I gotta go fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. And I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of it.
For the longest time, the public and the media had a neat, tidy explanation: the pre-pregnancy scandal. Offset allegedly fathering a child outside the marriage seemed like the ultimate, unforgivable offense. It was a narrative that made complete sense. It gave Cardi a clear, dignified reason to finally be done. We all accepted it, because we didn't know there was a potentially more painful truth hiding in the shadows. These new claims don't just add a detail. They shift the entire axis of the story. They provide context to whispers that have circulated for ages about tension between the sisters. They explain why the fallout seemed to extend so far beyond just a broken marriage. And this context gets even more layered when you consider Hennessy's alleged perspective on Offset. Reports have long suggested she was never his biggest fan. Insiders claimed she saw him as manipulative, that she disliked his treatment of Cardi. She reportedly saw his grand, public love-bombing gestures like the elaborate proposal when they were already married, or crashing her rolling loud performance for what they were. Dramatic fixes following his alleged mistakes. So how? Then, could this alleged situation have even happened? The specifics are murky, as they always are with these private, painful matters. But the story circulating among sources claims the night involved alcohol, pressure, and that three-way dynamic. The allegation is that Offset got Hennessy drunk and pressured her into the situation with another man. The exact details remain unclear, but the alleged outcome was catastrophic. When Cardi found out, everything exploded. This, insiders say, is the real fuel that powered her most intense public confrontations with Offset. It wasn't just about him stepping out. It was about about him allegedly stepping into a sacred, familial boundary. The fallout was immediate and devastating on multiple fronts. Even if Hennessy was put in a compromised position, even if she wasn't at fault, the emotional aftermath is a nightmare to navigate. How do you look at your sister the same way? How do you sit at a family dinner? Reports indicate this incident created a rift, a distance, and a heavy tension that lingered for a long time. This also makes rumors about Cardi's family's stance painfully clear. A blind item from 2024 strongly hinted that her family was desperately urging her to leave Offset. Their concerns reportedly weren't just about infidelity, but about the immense stress, the public embarrassment, and the genuine risk to Cardi's mental and physical well-being. An alleged betrayal involving family would have been the ultimate confirmation of their worst fears. It leads to the bigger, painful questions so many fans have asked. Why did she stay through so much public humiliation? Critics argue she should have left after the first major incident. That staying became a draining cycle, an example of trying to fix someone who showed no real signs of changing. It's a painful public lesson in how hard it is to leave, even when everyone on the outside is screaming at you to go. Now, of course, Cardi is in a new chapter with NFL star Stefon Diggs, and the internet, being the internet, has been quick to draw parallels, dubbing him Offset 2.0 due to his own rumored history. It raises uncomfortable questions about patterns and what we're drawn to, even after profound pain. But that is a conversation for another time. The core truth of the saga, as it's now being painted, is this: Cardi B didn't just get tired of the cheating. Something fundamental inside of her broke. She had built up a tolerance for a certain kind of pain, a certain kind of public disrespect. But this new allegation, it represented a different kind of violation altogether. It allegedly destroyed the foundation of trust not just in her partner, but in the protective circle of family. The legal divorce is final. The marriage chapter is closed, but the emotional fallout, that seems to be a lingering shadow. Family dynamics were permanently altered. Cardi is moving through the world with the hardened demeanor of someone who has reached their absolute limit, where no apology, no explanation can ever repair the compounded damage. This story is a stark reminder that we only ever see the surface of these public implosions. The real breaking points are often the secrets too painful to tweet, the betrayals too deep for a caption. And as for Cardi, Hennessy, and Offset, the only question that remains is whether this is the final truth, or if there are even more painful layers waiting to be revealed.
If you will talk to and I'm will play in your face, in your face, over and over and over and over and over again, until be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And this sad that a nigga like to, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. And I've really been sparing you. You've been feeling yourself, nigga, because of your album and shit. And you really been fucking doing me dirty after some years that I'm up your ass. Not even a thank you that I got for your. And it's so crazy that I gotta go fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. And I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of this.